So today I wanted to talk about getting started in breeding as my first actual video. I've done some shorts on here, but I haven't actually introduced myself. So my name is Amber. I'm the owner of Scaled Divinities. I breed leopard geckos primarily and branching out into different species. So I wanted to do a video on getting started with breeding leopard geckos. I think that it's important to know how different people set up so you can make your own decisions on what best suits you. So for me personally, as far as equipment goes, first thing is having setups for your geckos. For me personally, I prefer to have my breeders because I cherish my breeders. I love them, and I have kids and they handle them like pets. My breeders are in beautiful bioactive enclosures. Now, my babies and my grow outs are in tubs. I know that that's controversial, but when you think about it, one breeding female can lay 20 eggs in a season. That's 20 geckos. That's 20 4x2x2s. That's not realistic unless you have an actual breeding facility. And leopard gecko breeders are not in breeding facilities. Most of them have a spare room that they're breeding out of, or a basement somewhere that's not going to be as big. And that is just a simple fact, and I'm not saying anything negative about that, because realistically, somebody who has them in a room in their house are going to be checking on them more. Your gecko should be a lot healthier because people are able to be more attentive. They're in their home, they're able to see them every day and actually handle them and all of that. So that's just my personal preference. I think that it's okay. And we'll get into that in a separate video. So equipment, so incubator. Last year I got one of those cheap incubators, and I had a lot of incubation issues. I know that those styrofoam ones can be great. They can be fantastic. Most people get them. I personally did not like it. So this year what I did was, in that styrofoam, I put a heat mat and then put my eggs on top of that, put it on a thermostat, and that's how I did it. It's very cost efficient. It's not going to be crazy expensive. You could even get a cooler, like a styrofoam cooler, so it's not breaking the bank. You can invest over time in a really nice fridge, or convert a wine cooler or something into an incubator. It's not a huge big deal. Now, food. As far as food goes, you want a base food. I use mealworms. They're easy to breed. I have a condo, so I don't have a lot of space to have a whole bunch of, I don't have a garage for dubias. Dubias stink. Crickets stink. Mealworms, it's not that bad. They're a lot easier to breed. I would recommend wearing a mask when you're in there, because they have, there's fine particles in there from them, and it gets a little gross, but it's not going to smell super bad. And mealworms, for me personally, I like being able to feed my own food, because I know that they're getting vegetables and supplements, and they're going to be healthier for my gecko. So that's how I personally do it. Like I said, mealworms, also, they have different sizes. That's another good thing about it too, is because if you have different sizes, it's good for different stages of babies. So last year I had two that patched out at 1.5 grams. That's very small for a leopard gecko, and they get scared of their food. So I think that that's important. As far as getting your breeding stock, I highly recommend, don't just go out and impulse buy a gecko because it's cheap, because you just want to start out. Do not do that. Really take time, get yourself a really nice male, and get 2 to 3 females that are going to be in that project. Pick one project, okay? If you have the space, pick 2 projects, because remember, each female can breed. They can have 20 eggs in a season. I have 20 eggs in my incubator right now, and I know I have 3 more months of breeding season for me. So really be careful on how many you get, and get quality, because just because you have 2 quality geckos doesn't mean that every single baby is going to be amazing. You can see that in black knight projects. You can have, really amazing, stunning dark babies, and then you can have some that are, have decent color to them. So you're gonna have different variations. You'll have what you can sell as a pet. You can have what you like a higher end pets, you can have that good range. So that personally for me was something that I did not do last year. I did, but I didn't. I had one project that was expensive, and then I had another project that was inexpensive, and I don't regret the decisions that I made, just because it was a very good learning experience, but it also was very eye-opening, like, oh my gosh. Because if you get the pet quality ones that are just like basic with like hets, so I have a lot of het Murphy patternless and het trumpers, and they look like normal leopard geckos, which is great for if you're doing a show and people are just looking for a pet, but they're not as beautiful as some of the other ones. And so that's very important to think about, because you have to think about selling all of these animals. You're gonna have holdbacks as well, and that's okay. But yeah, that's how I would start out, and how I have started in my own personal business. And I just wanted to share that with you, because I think that it's good to, like I said, it's good to know what other people are doing, so you can tailor to your own business. And you don't have to take all of my advice. You can take advice from other people, or you can pick and choose different advice from different people. It's okay. I do recommend networking. That is a huge thing in this industry. Networking, getting in with your people. There's a lot of different reptile communities out there, and you will see that, and it is very cutthroat. A lot of people I've seen in the past, oh my gosh, 4 years, because I started in 2021. I've seen a lot of people come and go. They just couldn't handle the negative comments. You're going to get a lot of those. Brush it off and learn from mistakes. You're going to make them. It's okay. Come back from it, learn from it, and find your people within the community. Very important, because you're going to need that strong base, that strong foundation, those people that you can lean on when you're having a difficult time, if you're not sure what project to go with, or just need advice in general on breeding or the market. It's fine. Also, I do want to notate this. When people say that the market is oversaturated, I can't stand when people say that. Don't listen to it. People who generally say that are also not good business people. They don't have those entrepreneurial skills. They don't know how to go out and network, go out and talk to people. They just want to go to a show and set up a table and just have people buy all of their stuff. Well, that's not going to happen. You have to actually talk to your customers. You have to influence. You have to shed light on these animals that you're selling. Why are you passionate about it? If it's just to get money, then that's not going to work out for you. But show that you care. So that is my advice on getting started in leopard gecko breeding. I hope this helps. Bye.